Good morning, everyone. Maximus here with a Clearpool update, and I am so glad to be able to bring you guys an update because it's actually been a while. It's been about 9 days, so hopefully you all have been doing some great things and been paying attention to Clearpool in the meantime, because I have a nice update for you guys in regards to price action with Clearpool and so on. So as you can see right here, it shows that Clearpool on the 24-hour chart is up 15%. Now you may think, well, that's not a significant pump, but actually, if you've been looking at it for the last few days, there's been quite a few of these pumps. In fact, yesterday I saw it as high as about 26-28%, and this was like in the, I want to say 27-28 cent area. And as you can see right now, it's up over 31%. So for me, my average price of Clearpool when I bought 2 bags was a little over 30 cents, and I'm actually back in the green again. So for those who bought when it went to all-time lows, you guys are smiling. And on my second bag, I'm definitely smiling too. So with that said, I'd just like to advise that this video, once again, not financial advice, but I do try to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. And let's get more into it. So take a look at here also on that 7-day chart. Clearpool is also up about 24%. And of course, we had an increase in the ranking back at 850. Market cap has increased as well to 16,521,000. And as you can also see, the volume has been up significantly, 32%, not too shabby, 4.6 million. And something I'm going to actually focus on for a little bit, and I want you guys to bear with me, is something I did discover on the volume. So again, looking at the 24-hour volume, you do see a pretty decent climb in regards to price action. But what I want you guys to see is what I discovered here. And again, I just want to state that, you know, this is not me trying to be like a genie, or I have a crystal ball to look into or anything like that. It's just something that I found to be interesting to start a conversation in regards to, hey, this, you know, is something to kind of look at. So take a look at this. Alright, so this is zooming out, looking at Clearpool from the time it was listed on CMC to present. And like I mentioned before on the previous, well, maybe not the previous video, but definitely on the mainnet launch video, where a lot of people is focusing on, wow, you know, this is the mainnet launch and there was no price action and it didn't go to the moon. Well, again, I want to show you guys we have to be realistic, because look at this. So when the IDO came out, or some people refer to as ICO, initial coin offering, but in reality it's the IDO, it was you know, around about 39-40 cents, okay, on the CMC listing, safe to say. All right, and it took about 2 weeks to hit all-time highs past, you know, it's actually more than 234 in reality. For a few hours, probably about 257, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. Yeah, well, I got a good memory, right? 257. All right, so it took roughly 2 weeks for that. Okay, so with that said, you can't realistically expect it to go to all-time highs with Clearpool or any crypto project just because a mainnet launches immediately. And here's a good example of that. So if you're a person who follows me on my channel and to see some of the other coverage I do for other coins and token projects, for instance, Zilliqa did a reveal for their Metaverse Metopolis event in Miami, okay, and there was a lot of hype about it, and a lot of people had attitude, wow, when they have the unveiling a few days ago on Saturday, this thing's going to go to the moon, and it didn't go to the moon. Okay, that is the point I'm trying to make. you have got to still give time for a little bit of price action, as in people are going to do some sell-offs. There's going to be a little bit more adoption. It's not going to just happen boom in one day. Okay, that's the point I'm trying to make. So again, from the time it was listed on CMC to the time it reached all-time highs, it took about 2 weeks. Now I'm not saying that when we hit the 2-week mark coming up here in the next few days, that boom, all-time highs. I'm not suggesting that at all. Me personally, I think we had to be, again, realistic here. And for me, the way I'm looking at it, again, not financial advice, but me personally, I would like to give this at least a 90-day outlook in regards to possibly seeing things like that. And I get it might take longer than that, but okay, where am I going with this? Or here's where I'm going with this. So, as you can see here, we have, for the first time in a while, a little over 4 million in volume. Now this is significant, so bear with me and take a look at this. So as you can see, no volume over 4 million. Okay, in fact, there's times where we dropped below 1 million. I know you guys are being patient, but just this is gonna really it's just kind of interesting. So bear with me still. Alright, we're still going further back. Like we're all the way at December 16th of 2021. Alright. Okay, I think we're there. Just a second. Yep. So roughly, yeah, there we go. So December 1st, 2021, we last saw volume past 4 million. Okay. So where I'm getting at with this is, if you see the price then, it shows the price is $1.45 per Clearpool token. Okay. And I get it, there's other factors that come into play on this. You know, for instance, you know, other coin projects and so on, like maybe Bitcoin, Ethereum, being a lot higher in market cap. You also got to keep in mind at that time, right? We're looking at, we're also looking at what? We're looking at Clearpool doesn't have its testnet. It doesn't have its mainnet. Pretty much you have just what? You have maybe a few partnerships, you have maybe a few more exchanges, right? We definitely have our KuCoin staking, right? For, you know, looking at it from a retail investor's point of view, okay, which is all good. We took advantage of things like the 100% APR or APY, I should say, and we enjoyed that. And we enjoyed the last of 4 million of volume. So where I'm getting at this is this. I'm not saying that this is why there's a pump going on right now, but at the same time, you also got to look at projects like Clearpool or any other project. When you do see a significant amount more in volume, good things should happen. We do have our mainnet, as you guys know. We've had it since the 23rd. And when there is supply and demand, those things cause price action. So for instance, when you go down further on the page, you can actually see the Clearpool markets. You can see that you know, how some of these are performing. Obviously, KuCoin is the top one, 70% increase in volume. You know, Gate.io comes in second. Oh, I'm sorry, it doesn't come in second. Sorry about that. Who actually comes in second? But nonetheless, you know, it's nice to see this go back up. I'm glad to be able to be, tell you guys I'm back in the green. You know, I think I'm up about with my staking. I think I'm up about $50-$60 or something like that. I know at this time it doesn't seem too significant, but the point is, in any project you want to hit that break even mark, and then from there you want to play on what house money, and that's the way I'm looking at it. And of course I'm going to be involved in Clearpool for quite a while. This is not some short-term play for me, and on top of that, I just feel like they have amazing utility, and I'm not basing everything that I've done in the past based on faith, like, oh man, I believe in the project, and just because I believe in it, that that's gonna cause it to go to the moon no matter what. No, I'm not saying that. I am saying this: you guys should have been able to see for yourself by now, if you've been following this channel or following the Clearpool project, that they offer a tremendous amount of utility. So moving forward, let's take a look at this right here. And oh, by the way, look at that circulating supply, 53 million, and they do token burns. So, this isn't a huge, massive supply of 1 quintillion or 1 sextillion amount, and then, they do crazy token burns and then trying to reduce that and so on. No, they do the token burns, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to see they don't have a huge, crazy, astronomical supply that, they can't get a handle on. Not to say that I'm bashing on those other projects. I'm actually involved in some of those other projects, but I do like the idea that they are, over time, going to try to create more scarcity. And when there's more scarcity, that does help with price action. So moving along, we're looking at the mainnet right here, and again, the permissionless pools that are listed. Here's the borrowers: Folkvang, obviously, Wintermute, Amber Group. And the reason why I want to point this out is because it's really cool to see that these borrowers are obviously doing what? Taking advantage of the utilization of the brilliant Clearpool platform. And as you can see right here, Folkvang is currently at 62% on that utilization, Wintermute 67%, Amber Group at 53% roughly. And it gives you a total estimated APR on all three of them. So, yeah, it's just nice to see the actual utility, right, of the token in use. Because it's one thing to see projects that claim to have utility, right, and claim to offer some kind of use case, but not be able to see it. Here, full circle, right with our own eyes, we see this being utilized. That's tremendous. This is a tremendous amount of transferring of money, right? And look at that. You got, let's see, 8, 16 right there, and was that about 25 million plus or so? I could do the exact math, and that's just off of 3 borrowers. You got to keep in mind, Clearpool has other borrowers that are going to be soon onboarded and so on. And this is just the beginning, guys. If you can't recognize where the money is, as the saying goes, when in doubt, follow the money. That's always been an old saying. Well, here you go. You can see it for yourself. So there's tons of utility here with the Clearpool project, and the dev team, they have delivered time and time again. I've always been impressed with the Clearpool dev team, with what they put out to the community, especially on Twitter, and so on. I know some guys are active in the Telegram and so on. I'm not a Telegram type of guy. I'll just throw that out there. It's just not my thing. But nonetheless, it's so cool to see this type of thing going on. Now, another thing I'm going to move on to is the staking protocol. I know some of you guys have been DMing me about that. Again, it says here, staking protocol is still, coming soon. I'm sure the Clearpool team will give us an update on that later, because I know some of you guys have been asking about that. But again, you got to keep in mind, this mainnet has only been out since March 23rd. I wouldn't expect anything to be that soon anyway. Knowing that, with them attending, the Dubai event, I believe there's some people on the team, went to Miami. I mean, there's just a lot of conventions and so on. You have to take that into consideration. All right. And then on their official Clearpool Twitter, I saw this, thought it was pretty cool, thought I'd share with y'all. Actually, this was retweeted by Clearpool, and it came from CryptoDep. And it states that the top gainers of the day on CryptoDep, Clearpool made that list. And as you can see right here, it's about 23.3% at the posting of that, which actually was, for me, a few hours ago. For you guys, that might have been considered like, yesterday or whatever. But nonetheless, super cool to see this and so on. So I just want to point out one last thing back to what I was mentioning before, and that is what I noticed, of course, again with that volume of this being up about 32% in volume, 4.6 million. Again, for the longest time, we have not seen that since December 1st. I'm not saying that this is necessarily the reason why you see this nice, decent price action, but it doesn't hurt a thing. And, again, the price was, roughly, what was it? I don't know, about $1.37, $1.45, something like that. Does that mean we're going to see $1.45 like instantly because I noticed that? No, that's not what I'm saying. But you got to think to yourself, it's something to kind of make you like scratch your head and think like, I wonder where we're going with that. I see good things for the future. Again, I'm not a fortune teller or anything like that, but this is nice. Very nice. And if you have been weathering the storm with crypto for a while and Clearpool and so on, I guess you could say this should give you a little boost in morale. So with that said, fellow poolsiders, hang in there, enjoy the ride with Clearpool. Hopefully you've chosen to stake. I know I did with KuCoin. I'm back on at 50% staking. If you don't know how to do that and you're new to Clearpool, by all means, check out my Clearpool video I did about 9 days ago with KuCoin staking. Thanks again for watching today's video on Clearpool. May you all have a blessed day and a blessed work week coming up. And with that said, we'll see you on the next one.